Hey guys, what's up? Good morning. And it is a good morning because today is Thursday and that means War Factory. Let's go have a look at that right quickly. Sorry, I checked that compulsively. It's not relevant here, as are many things that I have to say. This is today's War Factory layout. I've already seen a couple of approaches at this, including one by my friend Daniel here. Let's see. I watched. Zedmont is a very clever guy and figured out how to get his account, one of his accounts anyway, set to another time zone that is way ahead of ours, or mine anyway, here in the United States. So I saw his approach yesterday to War Factory on his mid-level account. He does basically he used to do Lazy Man's Guide. Anyway, he used a combination of Everspark and Ruka, and could have had this down probably in, I think he took 2 or 3 attacks, but found it surprisingly easy. So he used Everspark, and I'm probably going to as well, at least for a couple of things, because, well, I love using Everspark, and War Factory is a great chance. I had considered yesterday coming up here to try to take out the shield. I don't know whether I will or not, actually. The shield is, let's see, so total health, shield's 2.5, and then we've got another 4, so basically we're looking at about 3 million here. Major problems. Obviously those towers have to go. Ruka will work well over here, but you do have the mortars, so I might spend 1 attack just on Everspark and try to get first this, and then double tap on the mortars. That would be my first approach. We'll see about this later. Buddy here, Daniel. Hi, Daniel. If you're watching. Oh, that's the second attack. We don't want the second attack because there's not much left. The first attack, he uses Bullet, and we'll go through this on 4 times mode, but you'll see he uses Bullet to great effect here with the grapplers. So that is also an option on that side, and I might or might not do that. Bullet has been taken up top. He keeps being taken up top, but he continues to taunt this stuff. So that's not a terrible thing, and he's going to draw fire from the Doom Cannons as well, and eventually, because Doom Cannons are so powerful, he's going to be killed. And that is actually not such a bad thing, because we have the real problem, the biggest problem with this War Factory today are these 2 lasers. They are a pain in the neck. Actually, I tried this on my mini account, my 41 today, and it went surprisingly well. It was my first real chance at beating a War Factory, or now second real chance at beating a War Factory, but it was my best chance, put it that way. Last week on that account, I needed probably another attack or 2, maybe 1. It would have been a push. But today, I needed 10 more seconds. That's all I needed. I had this down to, you'll notice where the rocket range is here. We've got a little bit of free space right in that area, and the lasers don't quite get to there. So if you can park there, right up in there, a bunch of clearing obviously, but if you can park right up in there, you have a really good shot to get this. And if you're using Ruka, you might even be able to get it in 1. Do have to mind the lasers though. They are a pain in the neck. And so on my 41 account, I had this down to shield was at 3,000, and then the health of core, which is we say it's around 400,000. I needed 10 more seconds. I had enough Zukas there that just burning through the core. After that, maybe 3 or 4 shots I think would have done it, and I ran out of time on my 5th attack, and I was so sad. Anyway, so we're going to start off, and since we're using, so I'm going to do, not going to go for solo. I am going to go Ruka. What do we think? three boats rifle. Going to start off with Everspark because we're going to do a clearing hit. So my idea was, since I've seen how other people did this, and I don't really want to keep doing what everybody else does, I had thought about going up top and taking out the shields and decided against that, and then I had a better idea. So I actually upgraded Kavan. You just saw him shining there for a second. I upgraded him a little bit and upgraded Second Wind also. I have not bothered to max out Kavan because he's not very useful at this level, but I figured since we're using Ruka anyway, on my actual attack, I thought maybe Second Wind would be the, well, maybe not the most useful approach, but at least a useful approach, and I wanted to try something different today. So, because that'll just keep throwing rifles out. Critters are also pretty useful here because of the grappler. So basically this is a substitute for using critters, which is what I would normally do. Alright, since I already tried this on my lower level account, I know for a fact that this will work. We're going to start with a smoke down here, drop Everspark, and hit Universal Remote, and she'll automatically target this tower as the closest tower. So that'll save us on a little bit of flaring. It's not the ideal path here, but after we do that, we'll re-smoke, head over here and get this guy. And I think then probably head up to double tap. So what we're going to do is this. And I'm just trying to save a tiny bit of GBE here. And we'll throw this smoke a little off to the side. Oh, didn't give her time. I was going to throw this a little off to the side because that should mean we'll be able to get... Oh, she didn't. Oh, we're just really... Okay, now she's on the correct tower. Boy, this is not going well. Good start, Alec. Little to the side, because then I'm going to do the second hack and flare her this way, and I should be able to get there with just one smoke. Oh, so she did. Now this has gotten expensive, so this is going to be an issue. So let's try. We're going to hack, flare up here, and I don't know if we'll be able to get it or not. I think she'll stop just in range, so we're not going to be able to get the second mortar, because the first time I did not notice, but she ended up hacking a random cannon over here, so I must have dropped her wrong. We have some GBE, and I'm going to use it to try to kill one of these, or at least put some damage on one of these lasers. Wow, that didn't have a lot of health. Because at least getting rid of one of the lasers should make life easier on the back end of that attack. I think I'll go as is. Let's see. Do I want to bother with a second GBE attack? Yeah, why not? I'll do that again. Get down the other mortar. Yeah, she hacked this. When I dropped this morning, dropped her here, I think, and I must have dropped her just a tiny bit over here, so she ended up being closer to the cannon than to this. So, totally bombed on that. Way to go. And I might as well hack one of these snipers. Maybe one or two of these snipers. I should be able to hack this and have enough left for 2 hacks over here, so I think we'll go for that. And then we'll do the Kavan attack. And this time there is no nonsense with she should stop there. we're going to put some damage on that and to try to make sure she has enough time to do her work, but not too much time. Oh, perfect. Okay, so what is she going to hack now? Wasted a smoke there. She was right on the edge, but I didn't want her to walk out. Not a big deal. And this will try the double tap. No, because she's going to hack that cannon. So we'll just go with regular. See, that cannon to the right is going to be more damaged, so she's going to attack that. We're going to let her die after this one, having cleared out. Wow, a lot of GBE left. This is really good. Alright, so let's finish that off. I just wanted to clear those snipers because later on in this attack they will be a nuisance. Let's see. We're going to damage those guys a little bit more so that they get finished off more quickly later on. Damage that guy a little bit more. And are there any mines or anything we need to worry about? Not particularly. So let's see. I could kill... If I kill 2 towers, I get some more GBE, so why don't we do that? Should be fine down here. The grappler will be in range. I'm not sure about the Doom, but I should be able to get the 2 towers. Hit retreat early so that we can get out of dodge. Alright, and get out of there. And we've lost a couple girls, but nothing major. Trying for economy here, as always. Alright, so we're going to switch over to, not there, Kavan, and we're going to go with Second Wind, which I never, ever do. But if we're going to use Ruka, it might actually be useful for once. So let's give it a whirl. And this, at this point, there's really nothing technical or anything going on here. This is just going to be the most technical thing about this hit at this point. Is the drop. Now we're going to shock a little bit. And we're going to let some rifles die so that they can be brought back. We're going to throw critters. That's actually probably going to end up in the blind spot. Did Kavan get taken? Of course he did. He got killed right off the bat. Well, what is... Let's see. Well, throw some more critters. Keep the grappler off. Keep our troops going. Well, that is a horse of a different color that you've been hearing about, right? Isn't that how that saying goes? We're going to clear those guys and then flare up, trying to be careful about ranges because there are still lasers to factor. Now, we're going to... Wow, I have so much GBE here. I should probably be using more of it. Keep some critters going out. And keep a shot going out on the Dooms because they do area damage, splash damage, and we don't like that. We can kill these snipers in the meantime. Can shock all of that down there. And we have just Zukas left going at this point, but we also... I'm going to... Let's see. I'm going to throw these down here. That should distract the laser for a little bit because we're getting close to where we don't want to be, which is laser range. Just need that one sniper to go down, and then we can reflare up here. Trying to be... Actually... Alright. So I don't think we're going to be able to get it with this amount of Zukas. This is fairly similar to what it looked like this morning, as a matter of fact. Still, so much GBE left over. But at least we can putting a good hurt on the core. We'll stop that grappler for a little while so that the Zookas have a little bit of extra time. Hopefully burn through that shield by the end of this attack. We'll see. It is a pity that we lost the hero so early on here. See, like I said, only technical thing about this attack was the drop, and I should have given the rifles just a little bit more time. Shields should go down in a shot or two, and actually we have a chance here. Can't throw critters. Critters would activate the grappler. A pretty good chance. I'd be kind of disappointed if this didn't end up going down, actually, as I see it. We've got a couple of artillery left, and wow. Okay, I am surprised that went as well as that did, given that didn't have the hero. But that is War Factory down in, was that 3 hits? 3 hits, and not particularly good hits, because you saw me mess up with you saw me mess up on the first one with Everspark. Yeah. Every week we're gonna read the same script. You saw me mess up the first hit with Everspark. You saw me mess up the last one with Kavan and get Kavan killed straight off the bat. See, that's what I get for trying to use Kavan. By the way, speaking of reading the same, reading the same messages every single week, very oddly, I think Boom Beach or Supercell is trying to introduce content to keep the game more interesting. So yesterday we had this Boom lingo explained, which was kind of cool. Just explaining some of the terms that get used very frequently in the game, the acronyms, GBE for example. Then there's this. We got this today, News from the Front New Year Edition, which I can save you the time of watching by telling you it basically is just a recap of what has happened in the game since New Year's, and it's complete and utter fluff. There is nothing of value in there. So you can watch it, you're wasting your time. Apparently new things are on the horizon, but that's not one of them. Hopefully they will continue with the daily content, but hopefully a little bit more informational than that. Anyway, speaking of informational, don't screw up your Everspark drop the first time out, and don't get your hero killed straight off the beach. Good examples of what not to do. Anyway, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. After all that, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, say hi. I'm Yalek. Hope you have a great day.